Um, but this year I'm going back for the first time in probably like 7 or 8 years. I think it's been maybe even longer than that since I've been back in Jersey for the Christmas holiday. And this is because I had to work on Thanksgiving this year. I work in a retail company, and our busy season is uh, this consumerist awful thing I hate, but it pays the bills, and you know you gotta do what you gotta do for your work. And I'm pretty happy with how they treat me as an employee, and can't complain about any of that stuff. And so we go through these 2 or 3 months of tough time every year, so that the rest of the year we can have a pretty good work life balance. And this year I volunteered to work on Thanksgiving, just in case anything went wrong. But right before our Black Friday website deals went up, and uh, did that, so I couldn't go home for Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to go home next year, though. I did miss it a lot. But because of that, I'm doing Christmas this year. And I'm looking forward to it in some ways. And I'm a little scared in other ways. I'm scared that I'll be like trapped in this, wreath filled, tinsel covered, gaudy, gross consumerist place that's so far away from my comfort zone back here in California, where I have my dog and my own apartment, and that door right there that I can just close and nobody else can bother me for however long I want to just stay shut in inside. I'm not going to really have that. And it's going to be Christmas, and I'm going to be very grinchy, very Scroogey, but I'm going to try not to let it affect me too much. Um, but I'm really looking forward to some stuff, and that's the stuff that both Thanksgiving and Christmas have in common. That's the parties and the family, and the fact that everyone's like more in the spirit of giving in general. I mean, Thanksgiving has that too, but it seems like a winter thing that everybody like suddenly realizes that, oh, there's people outside that are cold right now, or people inside that can't afford to have their heat on, or people in other countries that are struggling and stuff. And people seem to be more aware of that during the season, so they actually donate and volunteer. uh, my friend Clinton runs a charity or volunteer organization. I don't know what he would classify it as, um, where he donates time and money to doing things for the homeless and the community in Oakland and San Francisco. And that's something that we especially ramp up in the holidays, usually, it seems. And I'm glad that there's something that makes that happen, because throughout the rest of the year, it doesn't seem like it is as constant to have that kind of philanthropy going on in our society. So I wouldn't want to get rid of that. I wouldn't want to get rid of Christmas if that went away, for sure. Um, so I'm looking forward to giving in the spirit of giving. I'm looking forward to seeing my brother and his wife in their new home that they got last year or this year, whatever. They got it recently. I haven't been there yet. I'm staying with them for the week while I'm out there, and that'll be fun. Looking forward to seeing my cousins. We're all pretty close. We all grew up in pretty close arrangements. And I'm the oldest, so I've seen all of them. Like, not necessarily. I don't remember all of them being born, of course. Like, my brother's only 2.5 years younger than me, so I don't really remember that. But I do remember most of the other ones, all the cousins being born, and like growing up and everything. And the fact that I only see them twice a year is like, not, I wouldn't say it's sad, because I like that they all have their own lives and they're spread out all over the country too, and doing cool things of their own. But it's nice to be able to miss them for 6 months and then see them for a week and repeat that process, because it's like it ramps up that appreciation factor. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the parties. Obviously, I said that like 6 times now. I think that I want to like put on blinders as best as I can to get past all of the consumerism and all the religion and all of the stuff that bothers me about it. Um, I want to try to avoid. I'm probably going to walk out of the room if I can when everyone's exchanging gifts. I'm probably going to avoid shopping centers and malls as much as I can. I saw this Walmart commercial the other day on YouTube that bothered me so much. There's this uh, there's this couple, probably a husband, wife, whatever. And the wife gives these gifts to the kids. And I'm paraphrasing because I've seen this like twice, I think, maybe. I'm sure I'm not exactly reporting right, but there's these two kids in the background, one boy, one girl, perfect little white family. And the wife gives them the kids, and the kids are jumping up and down and happy about the presents they got from Walmart. And uh, the husband goes to the wife and he's like, "What'd you get me?" And the wife's like, "Oh crap!" And then it says, "Walmart's open until midnight on Christmas Eve," or something like that. So you can get last minute gifts. And you see her running to Walmart in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve, where all these workers are forced to clock in on Christmas Eve until midnight, and probably after, where they're going to have to clean up all the crap that all the ridiculous consumers came and messed up because it's still a big box store and consumers are still consumers. And I worked in retail and in restaurants for many years, knowing what it's like to work those shifts. And she comes back and gives the husband the perfect stupid gift, and everything's better because money and because presents and because not, "Hey, I love you, you're my wife, and you worked hard so that you can make sure that our kids were happy today, and let's just sit and enjoy this together." No, go to Walmart and go get me a present in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve. And I was like, I hate everybody in that family. I hate everything about that commercial. There's like 15 layers of depth of hatred that I feel from seeing that commercial. And I see that kind of thing everywhere. I see people posting things on social media about like, "I want this for Christmas. I want that for Christmas." And I'm like, ah, same as throughout the year, I guess, but it's like escalated to a level of like I'm entitled to other people giving me things, or I don't get to have things I want and need except for right now, which is sad too. Which is not as bad as the other thing. It's not as bad as the greed, but it's like, oh, I'm getting this one thing that like I can't have most of the year because of, there we go, my socialist stuff, crushing capitalism, and like the fact that the minimum wage is so low and that wage stagnation is a thing and that cost of living goes up everywhere but wages don't, and like we can't have these basic things that I get to enjoy because I'm lucky, and that some people get to enjoy because very few people get to enjoy because they're lucky. And it's like just brings all that stuff to light. It's like so much louder when compared to the when like added to the cacophony of all the advertising for the buy. Show people you love them by giving me money, because just being in their presence isn't enough, and talking to them isn't enough. And yeah, I think I'm probably just rambling now, so I'm going to try to wrap it up. But I'm looking forward to trying to avoid that and focusing on spending time with loved ones and partying hard and seeing friends I haven't seen in a long time. And yeah, I'm trying to make Christmas something I like by avoiding those things, and we'll see if I can do it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know, like I said, if this was cool or not, and if this was a better use of your time than reading one of my blog posts, or if I should do both, or if I should do more of these or fewer of these, or yeah. Thanks. Let me know what you think. Happy holidays.